Hey, what's up? I'm Casey.
How's it going, man? Yeah, Zach, man.
Zach.
Holy shit.
Zach, let's take a selfie.
I gotta take a picture.
Let's do it.
I know. All right.
Come on, Zach. Come on, Zach.
I've been prepared.
That's slow motion. That's not even your selfie cam. That's a picture of Matt.
He's a good looking guy, though.
He is a good looking guy.
All right. Hell yeah. Awesome.
Dude, I really like your shirt, man.
Thank you, man. I like yours too. That's weird.
Nice to meet you.
Dude, nice to meet you as well.
Take care.
Thank you so much, man. Sorry, right there. How's it going, Matt? Zach.
Nice to meet you. You got a photo of me too. Perfect.
Happy Bastille Day. Want to see something crazy cute? Oh my god. This is when Francine was born. Look how little. But look, it says Pooh. Candace's last name is Pool, P-O-O-L. And we didn't name her for a couple days, so her name in the hospital was Pooh. They only allow 3 letters. P-O-O, Pooh. Alright, why am I showing you all this footage from when the baby was born? This was last December, and of course, when Francine was born, that was the most important thing happening in my entire life at the moment. On today's vlog, I want to talk about the second most important thing that was happening in my life at the exact same time Franny was born. The only thing in life that stands between you and everything you've ever wanted to do is doing it. On today's vlog, Beam, a history lesson. A super short history about how Beam came to be. I love social media. I owe like so much of my career to social media. I use every social media platform out there. But I've always had like my own ideas about what is needed in social media. And about 1.5 years ago, sharing those ideas with like a mentor of mine, I was encouraged, he encouraged me. I realized that all that stood between me and everything I've ever wanted to do in life was doing it. And that's when I decided to start Beam. The first thing I did was I needed money, so I went around and asked everybody that I could think of that might give me money for money, and I got a small amount of money. I wanted to start a technology company, but I'm not a technologist. I don't know how to do these things. So I set out on this mission to figure out how, and eventually I met Matt. Matt is my business partner. Matt is a visionary. Matt knows technology. Matt ran engineering at Tumblr from when they were this big until they're the Tumblr you know today. This guy knows how to make things happen. And he's a visionary. He shares the big picture with me. All right, Matt, tell me, why Beam?
It's the first thing since I left Tumblr that felt like it could be that big, that millions of people would actually love and get obsessed with in the same way.
For like 6 months, it was just the two of us trying to figure out what Beam is, how to do this like big, ambitious idea that we had. How do we realize this? And at the end of those 6 months, we built like, it's not an app, it just sort of looks like an app on your phone. And that's when we needed more money. And this is where it got really scary, like really scary. Have you ever asked anybody for money? The last time I asked someone for money was like freshman year in high school, asking my dad for extra lunch money so I could buy a dime after class. Asking for money is scary, and we needed a lot of money. So I leaned on all the influential people I know to set me up with meetings with the kinds of people that can write big fat checks for entrepreneurs like me that want to start a company. They're called venture capitalists. Now I'm gonna look up on Wikipedia what a venture capitalist is so I can explain it to you. Is financial capital provided to early stage, high potential growth startup companies. Just getting a meeting with these VCs was tricky. Then you have to sit down in front of them and you have to tell them your idea, and then you ask them for an insane amount of money. It's a little bit like going up to like the best looking person in your entire high school and asking them to prom. And invariably they're gonna say, no, I'm not gonna go to prom with you. Some of them said, why don't you go to prom alone this year, and if you're prom king, I'll go with you next year. But most of them just said no. And when someone says no to you, it rattles your confidence. It really like gets into your head. And we were doing meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. And while all of this was taking place, Candace was 9 months pregnant in Houston, Texas. She was like ready to pop. Then on our second trip out there, finally got like some actual like tangible interest. People that wanted to invest or sort of wanted to invest. That morning, 7 a.m., Candace calls me.
Nothing's hurting badly yet, so we're just packing up and gonna check in.
This was like 2 weeks early. The doctor gave us assurances there was no chance she was gonna go into labor. I just hope she waits for me. Matt and I are racing to the airport. We had to cancel all of our important venture capitalist meetings. I flew to Texas, we had the baby, everything was perfect. Here's a great little video I made about going to have the baby. But the deal didn't close. And Candace and I were in the hospital with Francine when she was born for 5 days. And I never left the hospital for those 5 days, I stayed with her. But I commandeered the nurse's break room, which was right next to Candace's hospital room. And I would literally spend every moment that Candace was asleep in that nurse's room with this notepad on my phone like this, trying to make the deal happen. And in the end, Francine was perfectly healthy and we left the hospital with our lovely, new, beautiful, healthy baby girl. And in the end, Matt and I closed on over $2 million in funding for Beam. Okay, headed home now.
You're impossible! If I can't answer, I can't answer. What's the matter with you?
I thought you were FaceTiming me, bitch.
I did, but it wasn't working.
Mom.
There.
Are we going out to dinner?
Yeah, we're gonna go to class.
I don't know. Are you gonna put clothes on or are you just gonna wear your underwear? Candace was completely naked when I came home, and
I was not completely naked.
when I asked her why, she said she was hot. We have an air conditioner, you just turn it on.
I was fully clothed in undergarments.
Hi baby girl, who's outside? Are you having so much fun in the sun? Okay, Candace and I are out having dinner. I just realized I didn't do Q&A today. I'm sorry.
Why don't you do it now?
Which question? Haley asks, how do you find time to vlog and run a business? I don't sleep.
He doesn't sleep.
Can you do a wheelie on your bicycle or Vespa? Bicycle yes, Vespa no. Better question. I'm a 17-year-old filmmaker. How do I get started in advertising? You have to make really great work and then they will come to you. I mean that.
Why do you always use your hands and everything? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I thought you were going to be helpful. What is the meaning? Have you ever been to Europe? What's your diet like? What's my diet like?
Junk food or healthy, nothing in between.
Junk food or healthy, nothing in between.
You want this?
What's the best part about living in New York City?
24/7.
24/7. Do you get irritated when young viewers stop me in the street?
No.
No, it's always nice. How big do you see Beam becoming? I don't know.
That's cute. What was your first thought that came into your mind when Franny was born?
My first thought that came into my mind when Franny was born, sheer terror. Having a kid is the scariest thing you will ever do. Sean, will you ever retire? I've been asked that question before. Retirement is something that I have no interest in.
What does that even mean?
I know, I love work so much. Work is life. How would you not want to do? What do you do if you retire? Okay, I hope that was a suitable Q&A for this week. Obviously, it's a little bit more distracted than the usual Q&A. We kind of have a lot going on here.
She's so tired.
Okay, more Q&A next week.
What?